What up, my dudes? It is Paul Crichton here again with another lockdown vlog. That's right, you can see I have another whimsical t-shirt. This one is Ninjesus. There he is. Lovely stuff. Now, the last video was basically about a video game I've been playing recently, Spiritfarer. Wonderful, wonderful game. Check it out. But it seemed that the most popular aspect of that video was actually the hot cat content that I sprinkled liberally throughout said vid. So I have decided that this particular vlog will be focused around my little furry boy. There he is. I mean, he's not actually there. Take a bow, boy. Why should anybody in their right mind spend any time listening to some white dude in his early middle age talking about a cat? Maybe because of this, hey? Yeah, it's a pencil case. And if you're lucky, there might be a little bit more hot stationery featured in this video. So here is the man himself. A little bit of background on him. His name is Detective John Dumpling, to give him his full due. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, he's Daddy's special boy. Now, we have had him, Lillian and I. Oh, he's going. He'll be back soon, though. Lillian and I have had Dumpling since August. I think it was August. And he's been a lovely little guy. Lovely little fella. He really has. He is an exotic short hair cat, which is like a shorter haired version of a Persian, which kind of rhymed. Basically, he's got a flat face. Little flat face, and he's causing a ruckus over there. Now, you might look at Dumpling and you might think, he's a bit funny looking, isn't he? A bit funny looking, maybe he's not for me. But for me, one of the main features about having a pet is having someone to laugh at, in a supportive way, obviously. But seeing his little grumpy face all squished up, and when he's a little bit annoyed, he'll stick his chin out a bit like that. A De Niro cat. It's just entertaining. It's funny. You can point at him. You can properly have a good old chuckle, which is one of the purest joys about owning a pet, surely. Now, guys, if you are thinking about getting an exotic short hair yourself, I would say there are a few caveats. They do require cats. Yeah. They do require a bit more upkeep than certain other cats. For instance, you may have noticed that sometimes he has some dark marks by his eyes. And this is from tears. Because one of the things about exotic short hairs is they are one of the more empathetic cat breeds. And they're very easily upset. For instance, last night, Lillian and I were watching an episode of Bridgerton, and it seemed that Daphne and the Duke, their romance was being threatened, and it looked like they wouldn't actually be able to come together and marry as we wanted them to. Lillian and I were coping with this quite well, but we looked at Dumpling, and he was entranced in the television, and you could see it was really affecting him. He had invested a lot of himself in their budding romance, and his eyes were welling up with tears, and it wasn't long before they were coming down and streaking his fur, which, you know, I think it's a good quality to have in a cat, but it does mean that you have to clean up those tears. So, if you're curious about how you clean his tears, here is Lillian with a little demonstration.
Oh, hi. I'm gonna have my eyes done now. I pretend not to like it, but I do really. Meow.
Of course, before your pet enters your home, you never really know how you're going to interact with it, what kind of role you're going to have. And when Dumpling arrived, it soon became clear that I was going to have a bit of a paternal role. I address him almost exclusively as either my son, my boy, my lad, and I've even written a little song about him that goes something like this. Hey there, son, you're furry and you're fun. Your face is flat, you're a cat, you're my number one. which is catchy, I think you'll agree. And if anybody does want to remix it, please, you have my full permission. It's a banger. Just you do you. Let your creativity run wild. I'm sure you'll come up with some wonderful things. Right, here is another useful little tip for any budding pet owners out there. I believe it is very important to standardise the greeting that you may have for your cat. So what I do, I have adopted a greeting first used in a YouTube video from ages ago, a guy called Parry Gipp. Basically, anytime I see Dumpling, I say, "Oh, hi!" Like, to give you an example.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Now, I'm not sure he actually enjoys it that much. But I think it's important to stick with it. And after maybe a year or two, he's going to love it just as much as I do. Now, it is the goal of every cat owner on the planet to ensure that at some point his cat will learn to sit like a human. We've been trying to encourage this for a while now. The results have been mixed, but I will put up a series of pictures right here, hopefully indicating that it is a work in progress, but we are making some headway. It's very important. Now, when we first got Dumpling, Lillian, or upstairs, and myself were delighted that he didn't shed very much. He kept his hair predominantly on his body where it belongs. However, in the intervening months, it has become clear that the little furry bastard can't keep his hair to himself. It's everywhere. It is a constant battle that we are not winning with cat hair. So now we've just come to terms with it. Every item of clothing I put on, there are a few cat hairs on it. We have become those people.
Little boy, I love you so. There you go, trying to get out of daddy's grip, but I love you too much to let you go. That's right, Dumpling, you and I are soulmates.
Now, what's worse is the flat probably stinks at the moment, but we've got no way of knowing. We've probably got used to it. We have no guests, we are in lockdown, but what we do have is a little feline running about the place, chucking his fur absolutely everywhere, going over to a little box in which he urinates and he defecates. So yeah, the flat, it's going to reek, totally reek. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic when lockdown finally ends and we have guests round. And, what's that? What's that? And it stinks like your mum. Your mum. Your mum. Can't all be gold. Now, of course, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't really mind about the cat hair or any smells that emanate from my boy. And believe you me, for quite a small little mass of a thing, he farts with the best of them. He really does. It's quite remarkable. His little flat face looking all... Because at the end of the day, he is tremendous fun. He behaves in ways that I would never have predicted. He likes to play catch, to give you an example. He has this little fabric mouse that he loves us to throw, and he'll rush after it, pick it up in his little mouth, come trotting back. He's adorable. He's adorable. He is funny. He is, on the whole, incredibly friendly. He never bites. He never scratches. He is the most gentle soul that you could ever hope to meet in feline form. So I would give him a solid 3 out of 10. Well, I think that's enough cat chat for one day. If you would like more of this kind of content, let me know. I'll prod Dumpling some more for your entertainment. The next video, who knows what it will be about. Maybe it'll be about video games. Maybe it'll be about watching Tipping Point in the afternoon. For these are the only things I do. So, until then, bye!